Hey guys, today we are going to be playing The Missing Parts of Maria Gwozdek. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It is a free game I found on Steam that looked pretty interesting. Let me go to my camera roll real quick to read you about it. The Missing Parts of Maria Gwozdek is a dark fantasy visual novel about fulfilling your aspirations by sacrificing parts of yourself, literally. The reviews are positive. It's only got like 30 reviews, and it just came out. The release date is February 10th, 2023, and the developer is Sinokos Games, Mikhail Fiado. Oh my gosh, I'm probably butchering that. But it is categorized as a visual novel, psychological horror, dark fantasy. It just looked really interesting, and I kept going back and forth on what to play on this channel, could not figure that out. So I decided, why not just try out some free games on Steam that look pretty interesting, ones that don't even take that long to complete. I think this one is about an hour, so yeah, I'm really curious about it. All right, so let's start. The Missing Parts of Maria Gwozdek. You again. What do you want? Tell me everything from the beginning. Remember what happened to you. Why are you so loud? Come closer to me. I am leaving. Tell me everything from the beginning, I guess. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I had never met him. Would I still be alive? And would it be a bad thing if I wouldn't? Okay. Okay, I guess I had to click spacebar. February 13th. Maria, how are you feeling? I'm much better now, dear. Don't you worry. The nurse is really nice, too. Will you come and visit me soon? Etya. Maria, I promise I will, Mom, as soon as I can. Etya. Good. How is work? Maria, okay. I mean, it's kind of chaotic at the moment, but it's going well. Etya. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, it's medication time, dear. I have to go. Okay, Mom, I'll call you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. I was laid off 2 months ago, and I can't bring myself to tell my mother I can't ask her for money, as she is barely able to support herself with her illness. And I'm afraid the worry could make her worse. My landlord told me to pack my stuff and move out by the end of the week, the day after tomorrow. I haven't been able to bring myself to start packing, though. I've been to about a dozen job interviews since I got the sack. What if I get a call? I know it's stupid, yet I keep hoping. I don't have anywhere to go either. I suppose I might be able to crash for a few nights at my elder sister Carolina's place in Columbus. Both Carolina and her husband Albert are just too successful to tolerate a miserable piece of shit like me for long, though. Then I could go to my mom's place in Martinsburg. It's been vacant since she was hospitalized. Problem is, if I couldn't find a job in Charleston, what are the chances of me getting one in Martinsburg? And how do I tell Mom? Fuck. Why did it have to come to this? What am I supposed to do? Check the answering machine, go outside, go to bed. First of all, I gotta turn this volume down again. Check the answering machine, go outside, go to bed. So apparently this game has 4 endings, and it all depends on what you wish for. I don't know if choosing these also affects it or not. So let's check our answering machine. Carolina. Hey, Maria, did you call? We took Duck to see a movie. If it was about money, I'm sorry, but we really can't help right now, and you really need to learn to manage by yourself. So, hey, let me know if you hear back from Walmart or wherever. It's all in your hands. Bye. Wow. Sisterly love and support at its most touching. I think I'm glad you weren't there when I called. What do I do now? Watch TV, go outside, go to bed. Well, it sounds like she's going through a lot. I don't want to go outside. I want to take a walk. Yeah, I could do with a breath of fresh air, figuratively for the most part, but some literal fresh air wouldn't hurt either. I slide into my boots and put on my coat, walk out of the apartment, and take the elevator to the first floor. Outside is chilly and eerily quiet. The rumble of distant traffic from the interstate is the only reminder that there is still life in the city. One of the streetlights is flickering, plunging the already poorly lit street into darkness before coming back on moments later. I'm not sure if I'm glad or uneasy that there are no people in sight. A bit of both, perhaps. I start walking. Doesn't matter where. I try not to think about anything. Just absorb the starless void of the night. I hear a strange sound behind me, like huge wings flapping. I turn around, but see nothing. But then, when I turn back again, question, 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 so they never called you back. Oh my god, look at that side portrait. It's like Ursula. Oh my god. I would piss myself if I saw that. Where the hell did this guy come from? That's a guy? Where the hell did this guy come from? And is it even a guy? That's what I'm saying. I'm confused. Question, question, question. Not Cyberdynamics, not London Sports, not Mendez Delivery, and not even Walmart. The city just doesn't need you. Fuck you, ugly guy. No one asked for your opinion. Who the hell are you, and what do you want? Yeah, what do you want? I am Oren, and I want to offer you a deal. Of course your name's Oren. No thanks. Please find somebody else. Yeah, we don't need you, guy. I can help you get a good job. Cyberdynamics. You want them to get back to you and offer you work? I can arrange that. I feel like we're going to make a deal with a demon or something. Are you stalking me? What part of no thanks do you not understand? How does that deal of yours work? What part of no thanks do you not understand? Maybe the part where you are out of a job and about to be evicted, but you're still refusing on an offer for help? Well, I'm refusing because I don't fucking know you. You just, walked up behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. And you're, telling me all these things about me that you shouldn't know. So, I mean, yeah, of course I'm going to be like, fuck off, guy. Genuine offers of help are rarely come from creepy strangers in the street at 9 p.m. Exactly. This one does, except for the creepy part. Also, what I'm offering you is a deal, so I'm not exactly doing it for charity. Okay, I know I'm going to regret asking. How does this deal of yours work? Good. Now you want to hear about it. The deal is that I grant your wishes. Figures. I'm talking to a freaking fairy. That is an ugly looking fairy. I don't know what kind of fairy that is, but that is a fugly ass fairy. You got it. We sign a contract and I grant your wishes in return for your organs. Pass. Hard pass. My what? Organs. Body parts. Say I give you that job at Cyberdynamics and you give me an ear or an eye. No. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. This guy is a maniac. Yeah, you're talking to a fucking serial killer fairy. Pepper spray him, run away. Pepper spray him! Get the fuck away from me, you sick fuck. I'm frantically fishing through my bag for the can of mace that I bought ages ago, but until now, never actually came close to using. Is it there? Could I have lost it? Oh god, there's no time. He's gonna kill me right here in the middle of the... Thank goodness, here it is. Turn this thing here. What are you doing? I aim the can at his face and press the button. The guy realizes what is happening and turns away at the last moment, but some of the spray still catches him in the eye, based on that grunt that follows and how it grabs at his face. I turn around and start running away as fast as I can. Is that nutjob chasing me? I don't care. I don't dare look back. Panting, I open the apartment complex door and rush to the elevator. I jab the button repeatedly, glancing back to see if he has followed me. When the elevator finally arrives, I jump in and press 4. Once on the 4th floor, I dart out of the elevator and across the hallway to my door. There's a note slipped under it. I grab it without thinking, get inside the apartment, and lock the door behind me. I'm gasping. Should I call the police? Should I call Carolina? Could the creep have followed me? I don't think I heard his footsteps behind me, but I could barely hear anything beside my own gasping. What even was that? I'm so confused. I noticed the note. I am still holding it in my trembling hand. Contract. I hereby agree to have my wishes granted, in exchange for 1 organ or body part per wish. For my first wish, I agreed to part with my blank. Fill in the blank to initiate the contract. The rest of the page is filled with tiny print describing the terms of the deal. Holy fuck, the bastard knows where I live! Call the cops, throw the contract in the bin. I don't feel like the cops are gonna do anything, because if we tell them that this really ugly fairy-looking guy said that he wanted to harvest our organs, they're gonna be like, what is wrong with you? And also, cops usually don't do anything, so... Throw the contract in the bin, throw the contract in the bin. There are moments in my life, there are moments in my life, anyway, when you know what the sensible thing to do is, but it's just so much easier to go screw it and not do anything. This is one of those moments. I'm too exhausted, not just from the running, but from the life sucking so hard, to even be scared anymore. If the fucker shows up and starts trying to break in, I might reconsider, but right now, I just don't care. I tear the contract in 4 and throw it in the bin. I really should call the police. Instead, I start crying. What have I done to deserve this? I've got no money and no job. My mother's in hospital. My sister doesn't give a fuck about me. And now some sicko is stalking me. God, do you hear me? Why me? My whole body is shaking as I crawl into bed. I am sobbing so hard I can't breathe. This is so damn cruel. If this sicko wants to cut off my ear, let him get the fuck on with it. I don't care anymore. I bury my head under the pillow and try to calm down, but the sobbing just won't go away. My throat is burning, and my body feels drained of strength. I get off the bed and sit down on the floor next to the bin. An organ for a wish, you say? I fish the torn contract out of the bin and put the pieces together. I reach for my tiny writing desk, grab a pencil, and write in, "Oh my God, we're going through with this?" I said no. This bitch is dumb. I agree to part with my ear. I agree to part with my eye. I agree to part with my ear. I leave the contract on the floor and go back to bed. Fuck all this. I really need to sleep. July 67? That's not how numbers work. The room is huge and empty. There is no furniture, no windows, and strangely, no door. All there is a vast space between four carmine walls. I hear what sounds like muffled voices coming from the outside. I call out, but I can barely hear my own voice. The room seems to absorb every sound. My steps are silent as I move from one wall to another, looking for a way out. Suddenly, I sense another presence in the room. I turn around and see a dark figure with glowing green eyes. Oh, the fucking fairy's back. Before I can react, the figure reaches for my head and tears off my ear. Oh my God, Jesus, I thought this was going to be like a medical procedure. He just like rips it off? What kind of Van Gogh shit? The room swallows my screams. I told you not to do it, you idiot. When I wake up, it's bright outside. I'm in bed, still in my boots, and something hurts in my head. I wonder what? The phone is ringing. Did Carolina decide to show some sisterly generosity? I pick up the receiver. Hello? Well, she still has her ear, it looks like. Hello, is this Maria Gwozdek? Oh, wait, never mind. No, she doesn't. I thought that was her ear for a second. It was gone. Yes? This is Mark from Cyberdynamics. You had an interview with us in January for position in the sales department. We have reviewed many applications and consider you to be the best suited candidate for the position. Are you still interested in the job? Yes, absolutely. How? When do I start? We'll be waiting for you tomorrow at 9. Do you remember the address? I do. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you. I cannot believe this is happening. Cyberdynamics was probably the most competitive vacancy I've applied for, and I thought the interview didn't go that well. Who cares, though? I've actually managed to get a job there. Take that, fuckers. I begin to cry tears of joy. The receiver is still pressed against my ear. Then I realize the receiver is pressing directly to my skull. Suddenly, I remember last night. I rush to the bathroom and look in the mirror. My right ear is missing. I don't hear from Oren again and cannot seem to find the contract anywhere. When Carolina learns that I got a job, she transfers $1,000 to my account so that I can pay my bills. The following month, and apparently to her surprise, I pay her back. Now that I have a proper job, my sister suddenly seems to like me. She invites me to her place in Columbus every now and then, and even Albert seems friendly enough. I grow long hair to cover my missing ear. I still feel uncomfortable in public, but I learn to manage it. I even find a boyfriend. His name is Tim, and he's a manager at Mendez. I can't say I don't enjoy this new life, but I do feel incomplete without my ear, and I keep seeing dreams of the Carmine room. Oh, she looks good with long hair. Go ahead, slay Maria. Omar. Hi, Maria. Are you busy tomorrow evening? I need you here at 6. I'll be there, boss. Actually, tomorrow evening is tricky. I'll be there, boss. Okay, I'll be there. Excellent. Bye now. I put down the receiver, and out of the corner of my eye, I see Tim glaring at me. Let me guess, no movies tomorrow because you're letting Omar exploit you again. Fuck you, Tim. My job is important to me. Tim, it's not like that. I just don't understand, Maria. Do you really love work so much? Do you actually care about anything else? Or is it Omar? You'd rather spend time with him than me. Tim, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, you look like a werewolf, okay? Like, just get out of my face. Tim, this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, Tim. You know what's ridiculous, Maria? The way he uses you. It just pisses me off how you listen to anything that old bastard says, but you're completely deaf to everything else. First of all, listen here, Mr. Werewolf Guy. You don't pay my bills. You don't pay my bills, so I get it. No. Like, I need this job. Death. Are you saying this because I'm missing an ear? Yeah. Are you saying this because we're missing an ear? Huh, Tim? Oh, for fuck's sake. You're gonna play that card again. You know what, Maria? I'm sick of this. I'm not gonna spend my fucking life trying to fix yours. Good, get the fuck out of here, werewolf guy. I don't need your ugly ass anyway. I wish you'd realize that your problems have nothing to do with missing body parts. I feel a flash of anger rush through my body. I wish you knew that it's what it's like to have a body part missing. Fuck this. I'm not going to listen to this bullshit. ... I watched him storm out of the apartment. I'm angry and desperate and confused. I don't call after him, either to try to stop him or to tell him he's left behind his umbrella. Fuck him and his umbrella. I hope he gets poured on. I go to the kitchen and pour myself a whiskey. This should stop the shaking. Okay, I need something to do. Watch TV, call Carolina. Well, Carolina seems like she doesn't really give a shit when we have problems. So I don't know if calling her would help. But I am kind of curious as to what she'd say. I still find it hard to believe, but Carolina and I have grown so much closer over the past months. Maybe it's because I'm finally a mature human being with a proper job. Maybe it's because I lost an ear, or because our mother has been seriously ill. Most likely, it's all of those things together. So when I need someone to talk to, I call my sister. Hello? Hey. Maria, what happened? Are you crying? No, just a little. Tim and I had a fight. Again? I'm getting sick of this guy. You've been together, what, like 2 months? Almost 4. You've been together 4 months and you've had more fights than Mike Tyson. I complete the sentence and Carolina chuckles. That's right. You need to dump him, Maria. I agree with Carolina on this one. I think he's just dumped me. Oh. How did it happen? Tim got mad because Omar asked me to do a shift tomorrow and I agreed. He said some mean things that I took personally. Then he just left. Jesus, Maria. I just wish you could understand what it feels like. He's an asshole. Listen, it's really for the best that... Oh, Maria, can I call you back later? Duck's calling from school. I'll call you back, okay? Yeah, sure. Thanks for listening. You're always welcome. Bye-bye. I decided to go for a walk to get my mind off what happened. It's sunny outside, but I take my umbrella just in case. In West Virginia, you never know when it'll start raining. We live in West Virginia? Okay. West Virginia. Are we gonna run into that ugly-ass fairy? As I walk out of my apartment and turn to lock the door, I hear a strange sound coming from the elevator. I turn around. Long time no see, Maria. Fuck you. I instantly know who this is. I thought you were a man. What are you doing here? Wait, is he a woman now? Is he non-binary? I don't understand. What's going on? What are you doing here? I am here to fulfill your wish. You already have, and I don't have any further wishes. Someone didn't read the terms of her deal, did she? It's a lifelong contract. Every time you make a wish, I will make it come true. But I didn't make any new wishes. Just a few minutes ago, didn't you say, I wish you knew what it's like to have a body part missing? What? You can't possibly mean that. I will make your friend Timothy understand what it feels like to be missing a body part, and you will give me a body part for fulfilling your wish. You can't do this. It was a figure of speech. Yeah, it was a figure of speech. It was a figure of speech. I didn't literally mean that I want him to experience what missing a body part feels like. It's just an expression that doesn't count as a wish. It wasn't just a figure of speech, Maria. In that moment, you meant it. You may deceive yourself into thinking otherwise, but I know you did. If you hadn't, I wouldn't be here. Oren, honestly, fuck you. Fuck you and your weird-looking face and your weird-looking name. And you just get out of here. I don't know if they have a man bun, or if they're non-binary, or if they don't even have a gender whatsoever. I don't know what this person or persons, what if it's like multiple? I don't know if this is like what is this? What is this? I'm just gonna refer to it as the fairy. Is Oren right, or just messing with me? Did I mean it when I said it? I honestly can't tell anymore. It is therefore my contractual obligation to fulfill your wish at the price of a body part. So, what will you give me in return? An arm? A leg? I don't want to give you anything, you weirdo. Please leave Tim out of this. I won't give you anything. Fuck off. None. I won't give you anything. Fuck off. Yeah, fuck off. Would you rather I decide what to take? I could take your heart, you know. What the fuck? This isn't good. What? This evil you know what? You're a demon for real. Demon fairy. Oren smiles at me with cold menace. Oh my god. Do they mean, like, cold malice? I don't know. Take my arm, take my leg. Want to have my heart? Fucking take it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel like we're gonna kill the character before we even get to finish this, so. Take my arm, take my leg. Well, I can get a cool robot leg. Take my leg, but can you please leave Tim alone? I beg you, just take my leg, don't hurt him. It's too late, Maria. Be careful what you wish for. With this, Oren gets into the elevator and disappears. I collapse on my knees and press my head against the wall. I hear a door open behind me and an old woman walks past, staring at me as she does. I don't care. I downed 4 energy drinks that night to keep myself from sleep. I'm afraid of falling asleep and waking up without a limb. But even more, I don't want anything to happen to Tim. I consider calling him, but what can I say? Be careful, there's a magical creature who wants to take away one of your organs. And even if I do warn Tim, can that really stop Oren? By sunrise, I can't resist sleep anymore. I turn on my stereo and crank up the volume, but I still fall asleep in my chair minutes later. Oh no. I find myself in the Carmine room again. It seems to have gotten bigger. There is no door to be found. I notice something on the opposite wall. A window! This could be my way out. I rush to the window. My steps are, as always, soundless. And when I get close, I realize that it's only a painting. In the painting, a group of children are playing on a seashore under a bright blue sky. Could there be something behind the painting? I carefully remove the frame from the wall and discover a big square hole it concealed. Suddenly, a long black arm projects from the hole. I scream and back away, but the arm is so long and so fast. It grabs my legs and starts pulling at it with immense force, tearing it off my body. Jeez. Us. Oh my. I feel my tendons snap and my muscles tear with a horrible sound. My mouth fills with blood. Is blood. What? The walls are this color? Just before I lose my senses, I notice a pair of evil green eyes staring at me from inside the hole. The next day, I wake up with a prosthetic leg where where my actual leg was. It doesn't really hurt, but as soon as I see it, I throw up right in my bed. I would throw up too. I'd pass out. I'd be crying, bawling my eyes out. That same day, I learned that Tim got in a drunken fight in a bar and was stabbed in the eye. Oh my god. The surgeon had to remove his eye and replace it with a prosthetic. When I come to visit Tim in the hospital, he tells me to get out. He seems to blame me for what happened. Of course, he has no idea how red he is. I tell everyone I have developed an infection and have to have my leg amputated. Carolina doesn't seem to believe me. She probably suspects it has something to do with Tim. I guess she thinks he was violent or something, but she never really says anything. Omar transfers me to a less physically demanding job. The money is still good, though. In fact, technically speaking, he has given me a promotion. Out of pity, of course. I am disgusted with myself for accepting it, but I couldn't afford to refuse. Mom is ailing, and her prognosis isn't good. She's lost nearly all of her eyesight. I come to visit as much as I can, but I never tell her about my lost leg. I start avoiding people, limiting my social interactions to my family and my workplace. I feel exposed with my prosthetic, even though I learned to camouflage it well. I almost cherish my phantom pains, as they remind me of the time I was more complete. Nightmares of the Carmine room become more frequent. There's never a way out. Maria, what took you so long? Hey, Carolina. There were no taxis for whatever reason, so I had to walk. Carolina and Albert live in Columbus, German village, which is not that far from the Greenhouse station, and I'm still adapting to my prosthetic leg, and what's a 20-minute walk for most people takes me closer to 40. It took me even longer today due to the bad phantom pains I've had since this morning. I try to hide it, though. Oh, sweetie, you should have called me. Albert would have picked you up, but I'm so glad you're here. I'm still getting used to this, sweetie. Hey, Maria, thanks for coming. Hey, Albert, thanks for inviting me. No problem, sorry. I better not leave the stove for long. Albert disappears into the kitchen. So, how's Mom doing? I went to Martinsburg to visit Mom yesterday. No improvement. The doctor told me, that we shouldn't be too hopeful. I see. I'll go see her next week. Can I help in the kitchen? Where's Duck? What is Duck? Is that your kid? So where's the birthday boy? He's in the living room playing on his Nintendo. Will you keep him company there for a few minutes while we finish up in the kitchen? His friends will be here soon. You'll save me from them then. I promise. It's Duck's 6th birthday today, and he's having a party. Carolina has invited me, even though she knows I'm terrible with kids. I guess it's just because I haven't visited for a while. She asked me to stay the night, as I usually do when I come over. Why'd she name her kid Duck? I walk into the living room. Duck notices me and pauses his game. Hey there, Duck. Happy birthday. Hi, Maria. Did you bring me a present? Sure did, but you'll have to wait for the party to start to find out what it is. Okay, Dad told me to think of a wish to make. Did you think of one? Yes, but I can't tell you. I had many wishes, but I chose the most important. What's your most important wish? Duck is blissfully unaware of how uncomfortable of a territory this is for me. I don't know, Duck. I have too many. But if you had only one you could ask for, what would it be? It's hard to say off the top of my head. I need to think about it. Come on, everybody has a wish. Tell me yours, please. It's my birthday. Duck's always like this. Whenever things don't go his way, he makes a scene. He may be right, though. I can't run away from my wishes forever. Or can I? There are so many things I want to happen. But am I willing to pay for that price? What's your number one wish? This kid. To have my missing parts back. For my grandmas to get better. To break a contract I signed a while ago. I don't have any wishes. For your grandma to get better. To break a contract I signed a while ago. To have my missing parts back. For your grandma to get better. For your grandma to get better. Yeah, I wish grandma would get better too. Yeah. Okay, now it's done. I made another wish despite promising myself never to do that again. And I know what's going to follow. I wonder if Orrin has followed me to Ohio, or if he will wait for me to return to West Virginia. West Virginia! We chat with Duck a little more, just before we've run out of things to talk about. Two of his friends arrive. Their mothers join Albert and Carolina in the kitchen, and I decide to follow suit. But before that, I need to reuse the bathroom. I slowly walk to the bathroom. The phantom leg makes walking an ordeal, but I've learned to manage. When I flush, I hear the doorbell ring. Another one of Duck's friends must have arrived. I wash my hands, leaning against the wall for a few moments. Is this gonna be Orrin? What if he turned into a kid? Oh, that would be so creepy. Would this be when we're allowed to kick a kid? Because, he's kid-sized, so he's, easier to manage. The phantom leg is killing me. Just another moment. Okay, I walk out of the bathroom. Hi, Maria. You turned into a fucking evil fairy kid. That little bastard. You little bastard. Alright. He's the perfect size. We can take him. Jesus Christ, is it? Who else? You made a wish, and I'm here to grant it. We don't have much time, though. What will you give me in return? A kidney, perhaps? A lung? Kidney. Take my kidney, but will you really heal my mother? Of course. Have I ever let you down? Fuck you, Warren. Yeah, fuck you, Warren. Okay, let's get this party started. Yeah, let's start with, pin the tail on the Orin, and pinata, but it's actually Orin, and he's strung up to the wall. Carolina comes out of the kitchen, carrying a tray with food. Albert is behind her with birthday cake. Neither of them seem to notice anything strange about Orin's presence. What are you two whispering about in the hallway? Come to the dining room with us. Oh, God. I'm in the Carmine room. The voices coming from the outside seem to have gotten louder. They sound anxious. I can almost make out the words, but not quite. Oh my gosh, what? Back to game. I don't mean to do that. I look around to my disbelief. I notice a door in the far corner. The door is ajar, and I see a light coming from the outside. This is my chance to escape. I rush to the door. I stumble and fall on the floor. The floorboards are sticky and emit a foul smell. Is it something under the floor? Are those our missing body parts? I get up and make for the door. The voices are almost clear now. I can smell the fresh air coming from outside. I feel the gentle fingers of the wind touch my hair. Are the voices the other people that he's tricked into doing this? I'm making assumptions. I'm making some theories. A dark figure appears. A dark figure appears in the doorway, obscuring all light and muffling the voices. The emerald green eyes stare at me with cold indifference. A long arm reaches for my chest. Oh my... Get your nasty, disgusting hand away from me. Suddenly, I am frozen in place. I cannot scream. I cannot breathe. I just feel the creature's hand break through my rib cage. It hurts more than all the pain I have ever felt combined, but I do not even move. Only a shallow, squeaking sound comes from my throat as the creature's hand fumbles inside my body. Oh, gross! Ew, yucky, yucky, yuck, yuck, yuck. I'm getting shivers. Then I feel something snap inside me. My insides are burning like 1,000 suns. The hand, now covered in blood, produces an organ. The creature seems to smile at me as everything around turns black. I think I'm going to throw up, actually. This is making me want to throw up. I wake up in the early hours of the next morning. The phantom leg is gone, but I feel a strange hollowness inside. I go to the hospital later that day, and the doctor confirms one of my kidneys is missing. She assures me this does not pose a threat to my life and seems to believe I was born that way. Indeed, the missing kidney has little effect on my life. I have to follow a stricter diet, but other than that, my life does not change much. I do feel painfully incomplete, however. My mother recovers and moves back to her home in Martinsburg. I come to visit every weekend and help her with chores. Carolina and I are not as close anymore. We talk on the phone every now and then, but I hardly ever visit her in Columbus. I immerse in my work at the Cyberdynamics, and my efforts are rewarded with another promotion. I find myself in charge of the sales division. I don't particularly enjoy having to be around so many people, but I try to do my best, and Omar seems to appreciate my effort. I start going out with Mark, the HR guy. He doesn't seem to mind my disability. On our second date, I learned that he himself has a prosthetic leg. Aww, so that's like a perfect match. Dreams of the Carmine Room continue, but I almost learned to accept them. Even when I am dreaming, I know that there is no way out of the room. I decide not to make another wish ever again, and this time, I better not give in. The Missing Parts of Maria Gwozdek. A game by Was that it? That was it? What a fast game. So, you make different choices each time. I feel like that was like the best output of the game that we could have got, really. You again, what do you want? So what happens when we say, remember what happened to you? I walk into the living room, Duck notices me and pauses his game. So the same things. Whoa, okay, so to have my missing parts back. I thought you'd say that. Would be nice if it came true. Thanks, I guess. Okay, now it's done. I made another wish despite promising myself never to do that again. And I know what's going to follow. Blah, blah, blah. Is this new? Wait, hold on. Can I go back? Can we go back? Wait. Hold on. Because I missed some dialogue. I'm going to skip this part that I already read. So I guess we'll explore all the different options. Okay, so we did this one. So we'll say, to have my missing parts back. To have my missing parts back. I thought you'd say that. It would be nice if it came true. Thanks, I guess. Okay, now it's done. I made another wish despite promising myself never to do that again. And I know what's going to follow. I wonder if Orrin has followed me to Ohio, or if he will wait for me to return to West Virginia. We chat with Duck a little more. Just before we've run out of things to talk about, two of his friends arrive. Their mothers join Albert and Carolina in the kitchen, and I decide to follow suit. But before that, I need to use the bathroom. I slowly walk to the bathroom. The phantom leg makes walking an ordeal, but I've learned to manage. When I flush, I hear the doorbell ring. Another one of Duck's friends must have arrived. I wash my hands, then lean against the wall for a few moments. The phantom leg pain is killing me. Just another moment. Okay, I walk out of the bathroom. Hi, Maria. Jesus Christ, is it? Who else? You made a wish, and I'm here to grant it. We don't have much time, though. What will you give me in return? A kidney, perhaps? Along? We'll choose something different this time, too, I guess. No, or should we stick with kidney? I'm gonna keep with kidney. Take my kidney, but will you really give me my back, my ear, and leg? Of course. Have I ever let you down? Fuck you, Warren. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Ha. Let's get it started, and yeah. Carolina comes out of the kitchen, carrying a tray with food. Albert is behind her with a birthday cake. Neither of them seem to notice anything strange about Warren's presence. What are you two whispering about in the hallway? Come to the dining room with us. I'm in the Carmine room. The voices coming from the outside seem to have gotten louder. They sound anxious. I can almost make out the words, but not quite. I look around. To my disbelief, I notice a door in the far corner. The door's ajar. Is this the same thing? So, same thing. Okay. This is new. I bang my fists against the wall again and again until my bones crack and my hands start bleeding, but the wall is cold and solid, and the carmine surface absorbs my blood. Ew. Achievement unlocked, recovery ending. And the other one I got, good daughter. I wake up in the early hours of the morning and know that my ear and my leg are back where they used to be. I do feel a strange hollowness inside, though. I leave quietly while everyone is still sleeping. Later that day, I got to the hospital. The doctor confirms one of my kidneys is missing. She assures me this does not pose a threat, blah, blah, blah. Little effect on my life. My mother dies the following month. I feel guilty I didn't wish for or to heal her. Carolina and I grow distant again. My sister seems wary of me and does not seem to believe my explanation that my ear and leg have been restored thanks to cutting-edge experimental surgery. I'm sure she has some crazy theory of her own, but it certainly can't be the insane reality of my situation. I run into Tim in the street one day. He's drunk and disheveled as hell, and his remaining eye is bloodshot and slides over me unrecognizably. I quit my job in cyberdynamics, moved to Columbia, SC. I find a job there and rent a studio apartment near the river. I enjoy the fact that nobody there knows me and I don't know anybody, and for the foreseeable future, I intend to keep it that way. I keep seeing dreams with the Carmine room, but I almost learned to accept them. Even when I am dreaming, I know there is no way out of the room. I decide not to make another wish ever again, and this time I better not give in. Missing parts. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, and the eyes popped up at the end. Okay, so let's go and do this again. I'm going to skip through this dialogue. Alright. To break a contract I signed a while ago. Break a contract? What contract? I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. Please? It's my birthday, you know. I'll tell you later, okay? It's really boring legal stuff. Okay, now it's done. I made another wish despite promising myself never to do that again, and I know it's going to follow. I wonder if Ward has followed me to Ohio, or if he'll wait for me, blah, blah, blah. Bathroom, phantom, evil little bitch. Who else would it be? So you want to get out of your contract, eh? I decided to give him a creepy little voice, because he's a creepy little fuck. Yes. Well, I'm sure you didn't read the terms, but there is actually an option to cancel. What? There's always been an option? What do I have to do? Serve me. You'll become my tool for 10 years. I knew it would be something like that. And how are you going to use me? You'll help me grant other people's wishes. Somehow I'm sure it's going to be way worse than it sounds. When do I start? When you wake up tomorrow. Okay, let's get this party started. Carolina comes out of the kitchen. Da-da-da-da-da. Now we're back in the Carmine room. I'm reading it to make sure I'm not skipping anything new. I run outside and find myself in a sunny garden. There are dozens of people here, speaking in a language I do not understand. They do not seem to notice my presence. I walk past them, absorbing the sun and letting the wind caress my face. I smell the ocean breeze in the distance, and I know that is where I am headed. At the gates of the garden, a dark figure with emerald eyes is waiting for me. It seems to be grinning. Warren makes me his tool, as he promised, having me run errands for him. I hardly ever see him, though. Every day, I find an envelope with an assignment and a few $10 or $20 bills slipped under my door. Most of my assignments are connected to other people's wishes. I have to quit my job at Cyberdynamics, much to Omar's surprise and Carolina's disapproval. My mother dies the following month. I feel guilty I didn't wish for Oren to heal her. Carolina and I almost stopped talking now that nothing seems to connect us. Oren's assignments range from simple to terrible. Sometimes it's just talking to an old loner. Sometimes it's delivering a fix to a junkie in a withdrawal. Once I have to call a woman whose boyfriend cheated on her, and pretending to be the girl he slept with, explain how I got him drunk and seduced him despite his protestations. The poor idiot seems to buy the whole thing and redirects her anger at me. One day, Oren orders me to go to Tim's place and have sex with him. Apparently, Tim is lonely and desperate and misses me. When I get there, he is plastered and his face is covered in snot. He actually tries to hit me before he collapses on the floor. I still feel incomplete, but Oren's assignments keep me busy enough to almost not notice. I want to hate this new life as a slave, but strangely I don't. What the fuck? Of course, I can't wait to be free again, but that's a long way to go. For now, I am just glad I can have a wish without being afraid of it, and I'm so relieved that the nightmares of trying to escape the Carmine room are gone. So this is the happiest ending for her? The happiest ending for me would have been saving my mom, but, like, okay. Did I hit all the options? I didn't. I don't have any wishes. Skip. Okay, I don't have any wishes. Everybody has a wish. Well, not me. Liar. That's not very nice. And it's not nice to lie. Doug turns away from me and pointedly returns to his game. Good job, Maria. You've just upset a kid on his birthday. Fuck them kids. And fuck you. I had no choice, though. After what happened to Tim, I promised myself to never make any wishes. Not say them out loud, and if I could help it, not even make wishes in my mind. Whatever happens, I will not let Oren have any more of my body parts. I don't know what Oren uses them for, but I'll have to find another supply. I'm sure he has plenty, and I will live my life as best I can with what is left of me. Soon, 2 of Duck's friends arrive. Their mothers join Albert and Caroline in the kitchen, and I decide to follow suit. When the party starts, I try to ignore Duck's bitter glances. I'm in the Carmine room. Okay. So she's trying to escape again. I run outside and find myself in a sunny garden. Dozens of people. People start turning to face me. Their faces are blank, containing nothing but the eyes, unblinking and menacing. The people surround me. I consider retreating into the Carmine room, but it is too late. Several of them have blocked my path. The silent circle around me gets tighter. I want to say something, but words are stuck in my throat. What are they going to do to me? Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a dark figure with emerald eyes watching me from a distance. My mother dies the following month. I feel guilty. I didn't wish for Oren to heal her. After the funeral, Carolina gives me a hug, which I don't remember her doing since I was a teen. We grow even closer, discovering a sisterly bond we never really shared before. I come to Columbus every other weekend. Duck doesn't like me much, but Carolina doesn't seem to notice. I immerse in my work at Cyberdynamics, and Omar rewards my efforts with generous bonuses. I do not get another promotion, though. Next March, I learned that Tim died of renal failure. Apparently, he had taken to the bottle since losing his eye and began neglecting his health. The autopsy shows he had only 1 kidney. Oh my god. I avoid interacting with people outside of work, with Carolina and her family the only exception. I don't want to be around people, as it makes me feel too exposed, incomplete, and vulnerable. And I notice even my colleagues don't really like me. Nightmares of the Carmine room continue to haunt me and become almost nightly. I start taking Xanax and try to convince myself it makes me better, but it probably doesn't. Maybe it does help a little with the phantom pains. Sometimes, I think I hear the sound of gigantic wings flapping nearby, but when I turn around, no one is there. I think Oren is trying to wear me down, force me into making another wish out of desperation. There are moments when I feel this close to doing so, but I'm able to control myself. Come what may, I will put up a fight. Okay. So we did all of those. I didn't choose lung. The only different thing is I didn't choose lung. We do why are you so loud? Okay. I can't stand the silence. Oh, it turns off the music. Interesting. Oh, okay. Come closer to me. Oh, keep your distance. Oh, shit. That made my recording stop. Hold on. There we go. So hitting come closer to me makes it come close. I am leaving, and I guess that means exit. Oh, okay. Cool. Should I explore the other options as well? And see what happens if I pick other ones? I'm wondering if we should explore all these options or not. Maybe we can do another part of this if you guys are interested in it, or if you're not. So this will be like a tester, I guess. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you thought of this so far. It's an interesting little game. It's pretty fast. If you want to explore all the options, I'm guessing it wouldn't take you longer than an hour and a half, 2 hours to completely explore this game, depending on how fast you read it and like how fast you go through the options. Yeah, I think it's a nice little game. It's interesting if you don't have anything to do, really, you know, and you like choice games and you like a little bit of horror. I liked it. Would I like continuously play it over and over again? Probably not. But to just get like the different options, I'd give it like another round. Just to see what happens. Yeah, so that was the missing parts of Maria Gwozdek. If you guys want to see me explore more of the options, please let me know in the comments. Or if you're really not interested in these types of games, also let me know. I just wanted to try something a little different. I think I was getting a little bit bored of the Stardew Valley series. I'm still going to finish it, but I think the best way to just keep this channel alive is kind of steer off course a little bit so that I can, you know, give you guys something new, give me something new to do. You know what I'm saying? So let me know your suggestions in the comments, whether you like this video, what choices maybe you would have made, and what you think of the story overall. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff that I'm supposed to say. And I will see you in the next one.